Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? We're continuing on with our harvest today, and I'm hoping that we will get the bulk of it finished so that we can get going with baling tomorrow, and then we can move to Broadacres, the huge Australian map, next week. That's the plan. So, whether this is going to work or not, I don't really know. I just wanted to show you this little valley down through here. This is one that we did plough up. It wasn't originally part of a field, but I think it's absolutely brilliant. The combine managing to get down through here. Just managing to get down through there. Absolutely fantastic. But it's done it. It's gotten through. That one can carry on up through there, and I will continue restarting all of these combines. We've got one here that can head up this way. Which one is this one? Oh, I see. This is the one that's going from the road, I think it is. And if I bring it round here, it's getting them lined up. Once you get them lined up on their straight lines, everything is tickety-boo. They can just keep going without any problems whatsoever. There's another one going. Excellent. And this one here is not doing anything. I'm going to come back to that one. I'm going to get it a bigger header. This one here as well. This is one of the small combines. Now, I'm not too concerned about the small combines, although this one, actually, I'm going to start it from this end now because it's kind of reached the long point, and it's not necessarily going to be able to like turn back on itself. So if I go from here and just start there, it's not a lot to it really. It goes there and then it's done, and it's going to turn round, and what I'm hoping is that it will just start working its way down through and get longer and longer and longer on those. So it's not that way, it's this one here. This is the one. This is the combine that is really got its test, and that one probably isn't going to finish. We'll leave that one running probably through the rest of this series. Helper C has completed their task. Right, I don't know which one Helper C is. Oh, Helper C is that one there, that's why. Enter there, and yeah, it's got grain right there. It's probably just not enough for it to actually be able to do anything. Doesn't like it. Is it going to turn around now, or is it going to not like it again? We'll see, we'll see. No, I don't want to go that way. This one is... So that one's still going on there. This is the one I want. Start that one up. It would help if I started it rather than stopped it, I suppose. And we'll spin this one round and get this one started here. So, yeah, I'm not actually asking a question this week because we're moving to Broadacres and I'm not quite sure what to expect. I know I've looked around the map and I've been part of the Facebook page for ages, but I still don't really know how we're going to deal with it when we get there. So I'm going to wait until we get... So hopefully we'll be there next week, and then I can start asking questions about what we do on the map. I think it would be better if I wait until you can kind of see what we've got there. You can make a better and more informed decision. I want to come back to you in a second. This one is doing a great job racing across. This is... Where are we? Oh, this is the one that's going over to the road, and then we've got this one here, which is working against the other road. This is the one that went through that little dip that I showed you, and we've got this one up here. Has not got very much left on its field that it's working on. It's just got that little patch there, and that one's got a little patch over there, and there isn't very much more at all on both of them. So we will be actually, yeah, that other one this way. That's it, it's finished. That one has now done. That one's finished that section up there. So we want to move that one. I think we're actually going to put it into this field down here. So if I just grab you a minute, and you're on 925,000 litres of grain, I'm going to drop you into this field. Now, I didn't have any issues running up the side of that field, so I'm hoping we don't have any issues now. So let me bring that one round here. I am going to need to put this one, I think, on the first outside round at least, with the AI vehicle extension, rather than standard. Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to go... Oh, he's unfolded already. That's good. And I want to put it back onto the actual combine. Right, if I go to here, I'm hoping the AI vehicle extension will allow it to do 1 or 2 circuits around the outside, and then I can put the standard hired help going. So if I go Control H and I turn that onto the AI vehicle, and then I press H, it'll detect this field. I think this one's only about 100 hectares, maybe a little bit more. 108, 109, 109 hectares. And that will go racing off down through there. It doesn't... We've got to remember that the vehicle extension combines slower than the standard hired help. Now, this one has managed to get itself a little bit confused. mainly because it's just a little piece that's left. So I'll do one pass down through here. We'll leave the last little tiny strip. It's just not worth bothering with. We're on a time scale. We're on an absolute time scale, so we want to get this done as quickly as possible. When I release this save game, obviously I'm removing all the mods from the map, but you'll be able to use everything else on here absolutely fine without any problems. You'll be able to harvest this however you like. You could go, and now that we've sort of unrealistically prepared the map, I mean, there are a few like sections around trees and that you might just want to tweak and make a little bit better. But generally speaking, you could then take this map and you could go and farm it completely realistically with this huge, great big plowed up area. I know that there are no roads now around the main yard, which is going to be a bit of a problem for some people, but I think that, yeah, I think you'll be fine. I think you'll cope just fine with it. So start that one on there. I don't think that's actually going to be going... Oh, yes, it is in a straight line. Just. Only just, but it is in a straight line. And that should now carry on and do the little tiny strip down through there. It'll work its way through. That one is doing okay there. We've got that one going. It's that one there that I wanted to manually start taking up here so we can run up alongside that field. And then we want to bring it over here and do a couple lines around there and around the pigs and stuff like that. So let's just check on this one over here a moment. And the steep bit that he's working through at the moment, he's getting through there just fine. It's that tree there that he might run into problems with because of the vehicle extension, the habit it's got of like cutting inside corners. And so long as it doesn't cut through very much of the header, it should be fine. Oh, that's going to be perfect. That's not a problem at all. There may be another one up there on that tree. We'll leave that and carry on. Right, it's this combine here that I want to go to next. And where is... Oh, the vehicle dealership is just up the road. So if I press 9, and again to bring the map up, and then we go like this, and I'm going to jump it over to the shop like that, and then I'm going to get myself a bigger header. I'll run this header into the shop in a minute, and we get rid of that one. We'll drop that one off in there, and then dump you off of there. Back you out. And we'll buy ourselves one of the big headers. Where are they? There we go. So if I get this one, I'm going to put this big header onto the... we got a couple of fields left down the bottom that I think that we could do with like working through just to like get another big bulk of stuff moving and out of the way. But we've also got this area over here, and we don't have anything working on that at the moment. I mean, that combine there I was going to bring down this way, but I think really we'll get this header at the moment. We'll put it onto this field down here. We can put it just moving north to south from here, and it will work its way across. Although, actually... maybe I'll drop it on there and put the AI vehicle extension so it does it in a circle, going bigger and bigger around. I quite like doing that, and I had quite a few people commenting saying that they like to see that, and thought it'd be really cool if you could sort of see that, even just starting in the middle of a field and doing something like that, with the AI extension, like getting bigger and bigger and bigger in circles. So maybe we'll try that in Australia. I don't quite know yet. I mean, we have to use the vehicle extension to do that. We could do it just normally. But it could be quite interesting to see how that works out. So let me just bring that one bigger and go over near there, like that. There we go. Right, if I unfold the header, then the actual combine itself should unfold when I put this going. Right, it's there. That's what we got to work on. So I'll bring this one down here and hope that this is going to work. We want to start here. I may have to help it out a little bit, but I'm hoping not. This field here is only like 70 hectares. Only 70 hectares, he said. That's a ridiculously huge field. It's measured it, but it's not... Oh, it is going. It took it a little while, but it is now actually running, and it should just keep going round in a circle. We're just going to watch this one go round this circle once, just to make sure that it does get round the various structures. It might run into that pole there in a minute, because it's got to cut it. Yeah, it's going to run into that one, so... and there's collision on it as well. Let me manually do it. That would probably be the best option. If I manually go round once, it should then be alright to follow on itself for the second time round. Because, I mean, like here, it would cut in quite a long way on that. I don't want to combine too fast, though, because it ends up catapulting the combine up into the air. Right, now I can go up there like that and sort of straighten it out a little bit as we come up to here. Then I press H and it slows right down, and then it will start calculating and start running around in a circle. Right, that's excellent. That one's going to keep going there. That's brilliant. This one's doing fine. That one's doing fine. And that one. Right, let's go back through them then. You have stopped. Oh, I see. You've run right out. What have you done? Oh, it's got a little section on it here. I don't know how well it's going to be able to finish doing that, to be honest. It might encounter problems. I'll tell you what, we're going to take this one, and we're going to teleport that one down over to the bottom corner next. So we'll take this one here, and we'll drop it... Ooh, no, actually, I want to bring it over here somewhere, don't I? You know, I'm not actually quite sure where I want to put that one. If we're here, if I start there, actually, if I start running along the bottom of field 30 there, it should then sort of start working up, and it might do that little bit there, but it will start working its way up across all of that. That's perfect. That's what we want it to do. So if I do this again, F11, and it's field 30 over there, that's where I want to go. Bring the map a little bit smaller. Start you up. I need to unfold the header. And we should be good to go. Right, so there's only... I know there is only one pass on here, but that still should be alright for the standard AI. It should still be able to cope with that. And we've got a little small patch that we've left, but I don't think that's going to be... it's across the bottom of this one I want to go, isn't it? I want to go this way. So if I bring it so that I've sort of got the middle of the combine on the first pass, it will hopefully line it up a little bit better than what I have previously been doing. You going to work? I'm pressing H. It's not doing anything. Ah, there we go. For some reason it didn't like it. I don't quite know why, but it didn't quite like something there. But it's now working, and that will carry on combining at 30 miles an hour. So it will head up to that point, turn around. Yes, that's all going to be fine. Can't see any issues there. This one's turning fine. This one's doing excellent. This is the one going round and round in a circle, getting bigger and bigger, and I think this one's going to have no problems either. We should soon get that field out of the way. And we've got a couple of these over here. Excellent. Everything seems to be going tickety-boo now. It's all running along quite nice. That one has done a huge chunk. It's amazing how fast these are getting through the fields. It really is. So that one's working there. It's going to keep going sideways over there, going round and round. We've just got E over here. That's the only other one, really, that once that's... Actually, I wanted that to do 2 rounds, didn't I? I was sort of thinking that 2 rounds would be better. I mean, he's doing fine. We might actually just do this on 1 round. I don't know yet. We'll see. But he can keep going there, and I need to go and find the combine that's not running. This one. This is the one that we've got. Now, we're only going to go up to the cattle yard at the moment, and once we've gotten there, we're going to... cut across to the farm, and we're going to go round the farm, mainly because I want to cut the corn that is growing in the actual yard. There is corn growing in the yard, and I really want to cut that. I think it's going to be great fun just to be able to see that just once, the grain growing in the middle of the yard and us cutting it. It's, yeah, this map, this save game really isn't going to be for everybody, is it? I mean, there's no roads left. You will... Well, I mean, what you can do is you can go and use that ground modification mod, and you can change things around for yourself. You can go and move these things back to however you think they should be run. So if I bring that one up over there, I'm going to go a straight line up this way. We've got one that has finished. I don't know what it was running on, though. I'll bring this one right... Well, actually, I'm going to stop right there. Slow down and stop. There's a lot of grain coming out of there. Right, which one has just been... Oh, it's this one up here. This is the second time that this one's done this. It's gotten to this point here and then stopped. But if I go straight and start it up, it will start running again. I think it's just something slightly off with the angle of it or something like that. I'm not quite sure what, but yeah, that's the second time it's done that. Now, where is my combine? Oh, it's there. It's the one that I want. Yep. It's some pile of straw, isn't it? That's absolutely brilliant. I think we would struggle to actually get a tractor and baler over the actual heaps of straw that we're making here. I think that by having a super wide pickup reel is literally going to be the only way to do it, because you're going to have to sort of do it next to the piles of straw, not actually on the piles of straw. Right, at the moment everything is saying hired, so it's all running all right. We bring this one in round here, up to the top, and then we actually get to do the bit where I swept into the yard and put grain growing inside the yard. Come up to this point. Make sure you head into the comment section today and tell me if you want the save game file for this map, because today is the last day of combining. What we don't get done today isn't going to get done. Now, I know that a lot of you did say that you wanted to see everything finished, but I don't think that really it's going to be too dull to watch if I really meticulously go over everything. And we are going to have enough straw on this map now to be able to happily go through and do whatever we want to do. I'm actually just going to stop right there a moment and move down to, we've got, oh, he's moving up this side at the moment. That's why you can't currently see him. That one's doing okay. Yeah, we've covered most of the map now. We have done most of it. I am going to, though, oh, that one's working up. Really what I'd like is one to go here and just start working down towards this yard. I reckon if I could put one in, or maybe I'll put one in there and just let it start working northwards. Which one do we take? Which one do we take? I could leave... No, I'll leave that one where he is. Right, where is the combine over here? He's still working. Right, in which case, we'll take this one down here, as he's hardly got anything left to do. I'll grab that one, press H, and we're going to teleport this one straight over the shop. And then we're going to get a big header for this one as well, and we're going to put that one working up in the other bit. So let me just close that map. Remove that header. I don't want the header anymore. And we'll get the bigger header. I would like some suggestions. When we move to Australia, how much money do you think I should take with me? I think we're looking at... I don't actually know how much all of the land is going to cost, but I think we could be looking at $500 million. It's a huge amount of money, however much it is that you've got to earn to be able to buy all of the land. Do you want me to have enough to be able to just go and buy everything? Do we start the map with $1 billion, or do I go for a little bit less than that? Is $1 billion too much? Is that going a step too far, or do you think that $1 billion would actually be acceptable? Very much like to hear your opinions on that one. I don't know if $1 billion is acceptable or not, and so I'd like to find out. I'd really like people to tell me. I think if I drop it down over there near the sheep, we could just manually do one run up beside the sheep and drop it there. We can manually do one run up beside the sheep, and then once we've done that one run, unfold that one, we can then set it on the hired help doing it all itself. So I'll bring that one back round here. It's on the hired help anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to manually set it first. I'm just going to press H, and that should... Okay, H isn't doing anything at all there. Maybe if I send it this way, it'll do it, because it was... Yep, there we go. All I need to do is just that one little bit so that it unfolds the harvester for me, and then we're away. We can go. So let me just press B on there, and we'll use this one and race up this side. I just need to do one pass up here, because the other side we've already gone around with a combine. We actually used one on there already last week sometime. And then I can start working side to side in this middle section with this combine, and it will cut everything that I want it to cut. So let me just come up through here. I'm not going to go right... Actually, I'm going to sort of go from this top bit and start working south, I think. I think would be the best way to go. Well, I'm going to work east to west, but it's going to it's going to start working its way down towards the south. That's kind of how I want it to work out. Very, very tight to the fence here. So, yeah, if you do get the map, let me know how you'd like this map to be uploaded, if you want it to be uploaded, because obviously it's got to be exactly like it is now. It's kind of unrealistic, and there's nothing else really that I can do with it. So, yeah, do you want to get hold of this map? And if you do get hold of it, I'd really like to hear about what your plans are for it. Are you going to reinstate some of the roads using the ground modification mod, you know, that roller that does the different textures, or are you just going to farm it like this and just have the houses and stuff in the islands and farm it realistically, or are you going to try to get some unrealistic mods going on it and have a mess around on this map the same as what I've been doing? I'd really like to hear about your plans for this map and what you think you'd like to try and do with it. And It sort of it may even give me inspiration for future series and everything that I could do in order to make future episodes more interesting. I'm always looking for things that are entertaining and interesting to people as they play. What is it that you want to see? What sort of things do you do yourselves? Because that also gives me inspiration of things that I can try on my maps as I'm working. Right, we've got that one there. So he's going to start just working his way south. There's another big chunk there. This one here is working its way across the map here, I think. Actually, what is that one doing? Let's just take a look. Oh, I see. He's turned around. He's reached the trees. And which way is it going? Is it going... Yes, that's perfect. It's going to leave that little bit there. It's actually going to stop here and decide it doesn't want to go anywhere. But then I just press H and it goes. Makes no sense doing that. It really doesn't. So it's going to carry on here. So it's going to start working its way through this chunk here that we've got. And that one's there. So we've covered the bulk of this map now. That is absolutely brilliant. The only one that we haven't done is this one over here. I want to change that one over to standard hired help. So I'm just going to take that one off there a moment. We're going to spin round. And we're going to whiz back over to that end. And while I drive back over there and just put it going with the standard hired help, I'm going to have a quick drink. And then we can go back over to the yard and finish doing a few rounds around the outside of that one to finish up this episode and all of our combining. Just bring that one in there like that. And hopefully that is the right direction. It's going to go straight. Is it? Is that straight? Please be straight. Is it straight? Yes, it's straight. Right, that's perfect. That's a dead straight arrow all the way down through there. That will keep running and cutting. So we've got everything working now exactly how it should. This one... Oh, he's still going. He should be able to make it round that corner, although it's going to be quite difficult for it to get round that corner because of the steep bank and everything. Should still be able to do it, I hope. We'll let that one carry on. I want to very quickly find my... Oh, no, that one's... There. He was getting stuck. No, he's not stuck. He's okay. He's going to carry on. And this is the one that I want. I'm going to start you up. Press B. And we are away. Right, there we go. And so tomorrow, I'm going to try doing some baling. And we've got a helper F completed their task. That's not good. We don't want anyone completing their tasks just yet. So yeah. I'll get to that in a minute. I just want to complete my circuit around the yard and these few trees here, and then we can go and take a look at... Is there anywhere else that I want to go? I don't think there's anything else I really need to worry about. There's a couple of points, I suppose, but for the most part, it's pretty much good to go as it is. So let's whiz round this piece here. Excellent. Okay, I'm really, really liking this. I love the fact that we got chickens running through our cornfield as well. That's absolutely brilliant. I really do like that. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to try baling, and I'm going to do the Heston bales. We're going to try first some... I'm going to have super wide pickup reels on all of them, and then I'm going to try first baling with very high capacity. We're going to have like 1 million litre capacity bales. I'm specifically picking 1 million because I figure that 4 million might end up using up too much of the straw that we've got on the map. I don't really know how much straw we've got on the map at the moment. It's hard to say how much we're going to have here and how much we're going to there is going to be available to use. That isn't going to work very well at the moment. So if I do a run down through here manually, I love the way that it jumps over those piles. That's great. We're going to have to do that. Before we go, we're going to have to get a good shot of this leaping over one of the piles. We've got 2 of them finished. This isn't good. I don't like having combines that are finished. That one's running. We got 1 over here that's finished. Why have you finished? Have you gotten stuck or something? Oh, that's why. That one's gotten stuck. I was busy saying how these combines don't get stuck, and yeah, it goes and gets stuck right on the heap. Let's bring that one up there, and... Nice! Excellent! Always worth it. It's definitely always worth it to do something like that. So yeah, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to get a better shot. We're gonna try that once more, and see if we can get the combine higher into the air. I want to go from this side, I think. So let's swing it up over to here so that we can get it lined up. And it's right about there, isn't it? There we go. And... oh, that was terrible. That's absolutely awful. Let me try that once more. And... right, I'm going to need to kind of get the line up, I think, is about here. We want to go in this direction. So if I'm going to get a good long line up this time. We got 1.7 million litres of grain on this combine, you know. That is a huge amount of grain. I mean, well, not for us. That's small. That's kind of small change for us. We do things in style around here. Right, let's bring that one over there, and I'm probably going to miss. Well, it was kind of this. Still, I didn't get it lined up perfectly again. I think we need to try a different heap somewhere. We'll do that in a minute. We'll go and try another heap somewhere else. We just line that one up there, and hopefully that's in the right place. Yes, I think it is actually. By a minor miracle, we've gotten it lined up straight. So there's that one going. We've got another one finished somewhere else as well, which is that one there. There's no surprises there, really. That one keeps doing that. So we'll bring this one up, and then we're going to just do a pass down next to the cattle field, and we can start on that as well. This one... is he straight? Is he lined up? Yes. Excellent. That one's doing good. That one's okay there. So we want this one here. We want to do one line down through there, and then we can go back and we can start that one running this way. And then we really are. We're sort of moving into everything, and it's all sort of closing. What are you doing? Oh, there was a tree in the middle. I forgot about the tree. Okay. I don't know how it managed to get. I don't even know how it managed to get round the tree, but it did get round the tree. So that's why there's a big odd strip there, because there's a little tree stuck in the middle of it, just over on that side. I want to go and start up. Press B, and we're away. I love the piles of straw because of the sheer speed that you get going with this and the massive width on it. It gives a enormous, great big heap of straw every time you finish. It's I don't know. There's something really absolutely comical about the sheer quantity of straw. It's like you're combining with a TARDIS. For those of you who know Doctor Who, you'll know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't know Doctor Who, a TARDIS is basically a phone box that looks like a regular phone box on the outside, but on the inside it's huge, absolutely massive. You've got loads of space. And yeah, I don't actually watch Doctor Who, but I know a lot of people who do, and a lot of people who think that it is one of the best science fiction series that you will ever encounter. So yeah, it is sort of subjective opinions, I guess. All opinions are subjective like that, but yeah, go and take a look at it. If you're into sci-fi at all, Doctor Who is probably worth a watch. You'd probably find it entertaining. But I don't actually watch it very much. I do remember Doctor Who when I was growing up. And we're going back more than 30 years ago now, when we used to watch this when I was like really small, like 5-6 years old. And I remember watching Doctor Who even then. It was just, there was something magical about Doctor Who and the Daleks and all the different things that he used to get up to. It was absolutely amazing. So I didn't sort of like the reboot of it all in more recent years. It didn't appeal to me. It didn't have the same impact that it did when I was younger. That was kind of the key point, I think, was when I was younger, it had much more of an impact on me than it did more recently. And I don't think that's through any fault of the actual program. I think it's just because of what I enjoyed when I was younger and compared to being older. You know, you have different tastes and stuff and things, don't you? Right, we've got another helper has completed their task. I very much doubt they've actually completed anything. I suspect that they've just decided to give up yet again on another corner. This bit I love. I love this steep bit here. And we'll bring that one down. Right, if I can get that fairly well lined up, and we just press H on there. That's not lined up correct at all. That is, though. So we'll leave that. I know that I've missed a bit, but let's not complain too much about that. We can cope with that. That one's running. That's running. Those are all go. We got this one. Oh, there's two of them. Two of them have completed. That's not good. But we're running out of stuff for them to harvest now. This is like the next big thing, is that they all start to run out. We kind of need to get these combines all in together so that we can unload them. Maybe I will do that at the beginning of next episode. I'll have them all situated somewhere centrally, and we can unload all of these combines together. I might even just tip it all out on the floor. I could actually do that. I could just dump all of that grain straight out onto the floor and go with it from there. Right, if you go that way, Then the other combine that is finished, this one's still going round in a circle, and it's just now reached the outside point just there. That's absolutely brilliant, that is. Okay, this one down here, this one can keep going the way that it was. I suspect that if we... Right, helper C has completed their task by do that. If I go a little bit closer... Nope, still completed. A bit closer. There we go. It's going to carry. It's probably going to do it again when it does come back up again. So we're expecting that now. That one's just going to work sort of across short work there. This one's already done a huge chunk here. We're pretty much done, I think, ladies and gentlemen. We have done... I'm absolutely amazed at just how far we got. The only one that we haven't really done very much to is over here. This guy here is just doing brilliant. I love the fact that he's still racing along here frantically and has done next to nothing compared to everybody else. So if we were to take a combine like this and give it a 20 million litre capacity in Australia, just a tiny little header, and just leave it going at normal speed, I think that is going to be absolutely hilarious. I think it's going to be brilliant. Because it's going to take it like 5 episodes just to get round the map twice, so that it's got enough room to turn on the headlands. And then after that, it's then got to actually start doing the bulk of it. I think it's going to be brilliant. So I'll tweak this combine back down to standard and just give it a huge capacity instead of altered speed or something like that. I don't quite know how I'm going to do it yet, but I think that is going to be highly entertaining. But we really have run out of time now. We've got... most of our combining done. There may be a little bit more done before tomorrow's episode, but really we're going to be playing with straw. We got so many acres now of straw. If I go up here and take a look, I mean, look at it. There's more straw than we know what to do with now, and I will upload. I'm going to take the save game from this point, or just after I finish and I stop doing any combining. I will take the save game from that point, and you know what? I might actually take the save game. We'll unload all of the grain, and we'll put all of that grain in a great big heap on the floor somewhere, and then I will give you the save game. I'll put the save game to that point, and that's the bit that I will give you. And then after that, we'll go around, we'll play with bales, and we'll keep playing with the balers until we break the map. Right, I'm going to have a baler that's got a standard capacity, and we'll see how that goes. It's going to be very, very wide. It's going to be... well, stupidly wide. Wider than just about anything we've used. Maybe like the hay turner width. I was thinking something like that. And I don't know how wide I can go without really, like, affecting the performance of the map too much. And I don't want to affect the performance because I want to be able to affect the performance with the quantity of bales. That's the bit that I want to, like, drain the system performance down. So I'll have a really, really wide width. We'll try standard bales. We'll try 1 million litre bales, and then finally we'll try 1 litre bales, and we'll see how they all perform. I mean, I think I know how it's going to perform. I've kind of seen videos where they do it before, and it doesn't work like a bale cannon. At the end of FS15, I did an episode where I had like a bale cannon. I was using a small baler, and it shot the bales out the back. This one doesn't. It doesn't seem to do it like that anymore. The physics have changed slightly, so it doesn't propel your tractor forward, and it is disappointing. I do find that a little bit disappointing, but... nevertheless, I still think it could be interesting. So if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.